Hello, my name is Precious Chika.
My name is Tori, Chika, and you're welcome to
Peas in
in
the
the
Pod.
Pod.
He's in the Pod, powered by The Sword.
Okay, so let's go. I'll be asking my first question. This question is interesting because I don't know whether I should be asking you or you should be asking me. But let me ask it anyway. How did your partner propose?
You proposed.
Exactly. So,
Okay,
okay,
so
so describe.
the proposal was weird because he proposed to me in the night. People are supposed to be sleeping in the night. Anyway, the proposal was very, very intentional and very thoughtful. So what he did, let me describe it to you. What he did was, we went to swim that day and I was very exhausted. So I decided to take a nap for a bit, and he had planned this thing. By the way, he made every single thing he proposed with by himself. He's a DIY king. So he made the lights, made the marry me box, made the love. He made the scroll from scratch and made it into a very old kind of, he burnt the edges, like very dramatic. If I can put the picture, yes, so dramatic and very beautiful. And it was just very straightforward, just me and him, the way we like it. We don't like a crowd and say yes, say yes. Of course I was going to say yes. So it was very intimate, very thoughtful, and the words he said before he proposed, I was wailing. That was it. It was very beautiful. That's it.
That's it.
Yes.
It never even had the song that I sang. Now, wow.
How in the world did I forget? I'm sorry. So the song he sang was from a movie we both like, and it was very intentional. So the way he did it, yeah, I told him I wanted him to sing for me. So he sings and plays the guitar. We both sing and play the guitar. So I asked him to sing for me, and he told me he didn't want to sing for me. I was very tired, and I decided to just sleep off because we went to swim. You know, when you swim, you exercise all of your body. So I decided to sleep, and he woke me up later and said he's ready to sing for me. And I was like, finally. And then I was really sleepy, so he told me, listen to the words, listen to the lyrics. So I listened, and he finished singing. I was already crying, like, oh, so sweet. And then he bent down and turned on the light. There was a light at the end of the room. He has set it up. This guy can kill me, because when did he even do that? So the light at the end of the room was, when he came up, he said, marry me. It was so beautiful because the song was perfect. We sing it together very often. So yeah, that was it. Just the way we like it. Perfect.
Yeah. So it was really, I don't know, the process itself was very exciting for me, creating something I know that she's going to like, because I had to make everything by myself. And that day, I can remember trying to make sure I orchestrate everything so that, because if she notices, everything will spoil. So she must not see it, night must come, she must sleep, and then I must wake her up. It was not, I had to plan everything, and I'm glad that she didn't even notice, because if she had noticed it, everything would just spoil like that. So, but when I turned on the light, she said, no, she was not even sure yet why the light turned up or what I was trying to do, because it was really weird, waking her up that late in the night. And she saw the light, she was so excited. And then I previously had helped her to fix her nails, by the way.
He made my nails too.
Make her nails.
He made my
So
nails.
everything was just, but there was no sign that this stuff was going to happen, you get, and interesting experience. I filmed all the process, and well, I'm happy. It was
beautiful.
too beautiful. Yeah.
Let me clear
She
something.
did not sleep again that night, by the way. So yeah.
How can you sleep? For clarity, as we are saying night, I was at his parents' house. I went to his parents' house, so that's where the proposal happened. All right, let's move on. Even though we'll not stop talking about this. My own question for you is, what was your first impression of each other? It's not for you, it's for us. So what was your first impression of me?
My first impression of you. Okay, so the first time I really noticed her was we're having train the trainer for Alpha course in church. It was a Saturday evening. So I was the host for that particular group, so like the leader of the group, and she was in my class. And So she came to ask a question after we had finished the class. Came to ask me, you know, when you come for extra classes after class, you get.
Hold on. It's looking somehow. So I love the way I was currently reading a book at the time, and somebody else asked the question. Usually I will not talk in public because I don't know, I was very timid, but I have a lot to say. I'm the type that will know the answer and tell my friend, she will say the answer, they will clap for her. So I decided that I'm going to speak up and talk. So I was deliberate. Somebody asked the question and I knew something about it. So I decided to, that's it, add to the answers. But I loved the way he responded to the question. I love the way he responded to the question. So it was very clear that he knew so much about this topic. So I needed to ask someone. That's the reason. That's the only reason why, because I was not looking for man. That was the only reason why I came for more, because I was very interested in the. He's a natural teacher, yeah. So even if you do not have capacity to understand, he's a pastor too. So he will pray for you. Your head will open, then he will explain to you. So that's why I went back. He explained perfectly. You can go
So
ahead.
as I was saying, you sure came for extra classes after the event. So that evening, she asked a question. I explained further because if you want to catch me in a place, just ask me a question, and I will
5
just keep
hours
moving.
later.
Yeah.
Stay explain.
So I like to teach and explain. And then the next day, and I now really saw her well. It was Sunday the next day, and I saw her well, and we got talking. So my first impression was this, beautiful young lady. So emphasis on, beautiful as per she's beautiful like every other girl is beautiful first. Let's just clear that part because I just saw her. It's not as if I was looking for a wife. You understand? So beautiful young lady, intelligent, curious, also want to learn. And I like people who are curious for knowledge. And so we got talking. And when you start having a conversation, you know that somebody's head is correct. For the lack of a better word. So that was basically my first impression about her. Somebody I can actually talk to and have reasonable conversations with. Yeah.
So my first impression of you also was this human being is very intelligent, and he's clearly a very patient teacher, and I wanted knowledge. He has knowledge. Perfect couple. The second question, Ted.
Okay. Repair. Who is most likely to ask for advice but never take it?
Me. I'm very sincere.
Thank
I'm
God.
giving my life to Christ. There's no point lying.
You will say, be correcting me now. The correction. It's fight.
It's not
But
fun.
you are the one that should be telling you. But you are not exactly taking it like that. Yeah, now I'll say, I'm not saying again. Say, no, it's not good if you don't say again. Oh yeah, I'm saying it now. Oh yeah, I'll be doing it. Wahala. So, yeah. But it's cool, actually. Trying to balance understanding how the person is feeling and trying to teach the person at the same time, because that's one part that I'm learning quickly. You need to manage the two of them. It's not every time that they actually really want that your advice. They just want it to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. You get it. So the second question, how long did you date? Describe the experience in 2 words.
How long did we even date first? Let me count it. Sorry. She's the one that can do she can say it immediately.
2 years.
I will need to calculate it. So from that
2018.
December to...
No.
Okay, no, we met in December.
Yes.
And then was...
Let me help you.
Okay, please, thank you.
Thank you. We dated for a year and a few months. And a year and a few months before you eventually proposed.
Proposed.
Yes.
Okay.
Note that the dramatic proposal, giving the ring, will you marry me, was just drama. We're already as good as engaged. We already, agreed to get married, already started marriage.
I know that you
That's
say
what
yes,
I consider.
actually, because in short, even in the note I wrote, there's a part I said that this feels like a cliche. This is stuff that you just need to do so that they'll say you have
just
done it.
aesthetics.
Because we had already started talking about the kind of house we want to
marriage
build.
class already.
Marriage class, we're already doing all of that, but you sure need to do that part where they say you have proposed, so it was a little bit more like cliche, yeah. But the experience was really beautiful. So many, they already, excited part, and they already, I'm not sure that this is something I want to do. By the end of it, you just know that this is where you want to go. the experience was beautiful. It was a beautiful learning process, getting to learn how to understand another person. And there are funny things that we were doing when we were dating, that made it easier for us as we got married because, for instance, um, trusting each other well too. She has my ATM pins. She has access to my phone. Her fingerprint can open my phone. And we're doing this a long, long time ago. So it's not something that we needed to try to start learning how to do. You just have to trust the person, and you need to start learning to trust the person earlier. So all of those processes helped us to understand that we can actually do this and really want to do this. Yeah.
Let me answer
Is it my
that question too.
again?
No,
Okay, it's your turn.
yeah, but I want to still answer the one that I asked you. So
Okay.
the experience was straightforward, straight to the point, very intentional. We know where we are going. We have entered the bus. We're heading to Kaduna, straight bus. We're not, okay, I want to marry. Okay, let's pass the marriage route.
We can just branch, if you are traveling, you can branch and eat and continue the journey.
So we
That's
knew
right,
where
but
we're
we are
going.
still
It
on
was
the
very,
same,
was
something
very
like that.
straightforward, intentional. We know where we. So it's my turn now.
Is it? Okay, yeah. No,
Yeah.
but no. Okay, anybody's turn anyway.
Who likes horror movies more?
Okay, so just so that there's one answer, yes. It's not like I like horror movies, but since there is a more part. So let me say, if the question was who is most likely to watch a horror movie, it's me because I'm not exactly scared of them. But it's not my go-to. Yeah, so it's not exactly, I'm not looking for a horror movie. I prefer sci-fi. I like movies where you're learning something. It just stimulates my, how did they create this stuff? Horror movie, they're just killing people and all of that stuff.
I hate movies.
I can't be learning how to kill people. But
I've seen your question. You better hold it close to your chest.
but yes, I'm the one who's most likely. In short, when we're selecting movies right now, there's no horror movie because I know that she's not going to watch it. It's not even an option. She won't watch it.
I recently started watching movies generally because I didn't grow up watching movies at all. My dad is more of a music person, so we just have TV in the house. When he came to meet my dad for the first time, it was very weird for him because my dad turned on the TV, but turned on the sound system, increased it and reduced it.
Yeah, TV is for picture, then there's music. So you are just watching the film. There's no voice. You are now hearing the music. And that's how it is.
I grew up in music. There's music playing in my dad's house 24 hours. I'm not exaggerating. There's You're an Alpha in the morning, in the night is one
Two
slow
blues.
worship. Yeah. So he has to old English. I know all of those 90s songs. Maybe that's why these new songs don't appeal to me. I'm a very old music girl. So yeah, it's your question now, number 4. Number 3.
Number 3 for me. Who is most likely to cancel plans at the last moment?
Maybe you, because it does not like going out.
But it's not like I cancel it. If they cancel it, I'm happy. I'm not the one that is to cancel it. But I'm not exactly going to feel bad because you cancel, that party is not holding again. Well, let's now stay at home. So,
moving on, number 4. Who is most likely to misquote the scripture?
I don't misquote. I can paraphrase, rearrange. So I don't know. I'm not saying you misquote the scripture, but if somebody needs to win this battle,
It's like who is more likely to? It's not like I do. So
is it misquote as per not saying it properly, or probably
taking it out of context, probably.
Okay, taking it out of context.
Misquote.
Or maybe calling a different reference and saying something else.
Who is more likely to get the scripture wrong? Me. Moving on. What's your number 4 question?
Number 4.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to laugh in a serious moment?
Who?
I think nobody.
Nobody, because me I'll be crying, no. Nobody really.
In a serious moment. Well, I don't have a serious face. I'll just have a plain face. That's as much as it is. If it's all those serious emotional one, then she will be crying. I mean, I'll just be normal, and that's just it.
Almost looking like a heartless person.
Yeah, not exactly a heartless person.
I'm beginning to understand that now.
I know, but I'm just telling you, it's not as if I'm just trying to be calm, because I prefer calm.
Yeah. Is it my turn to ask the next question?
Yes.
Okay, so if there was marriage in heaven, would you like? Absolutely. Would I like to continue? Absolutely.
You did not finish the question now.
If there was marriage in heaven, would I like to continue with you? Yes.
Did not add with you.
There was no with you there,
Oh,
but
okay.
but of course,
that is with me.
I'll marry you in 1,000 lifetime.
Yeah, 1 million times, over and over again. There's this, is one of the superhero movies. Is it Hawkman? Hawkman and Shaira or something like that. So they are cursed and they always have to come back every lifetime and marry themselves again.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I have to do that with you 1 million times, I'll do it again.
All right.
We find ourselves in another lifetime and I'll do this again.
What's your last question?
Who is most likely to save up all their money and never spend it?
We're both prudent though, so maybe two of us.
Maybe me. Never spend it because I'm just looking for the best thing to use it for, you know. This thing is, do we really need this thing? Let's keep it for what we really need it for. She reminded me a few weeks ago
Yeah.
that I've been working, I've not really bought anything for myself. That's when I can't remember. I tried to look at it. I realized that I'm not sure I've bought anything for myself, like gifted myself in a year, you know. So I'm just thinking about, why will I buy this stuff? Family, it has to...
Family man.
So most likely I probably just save money and I'm thinking of I'm not thinking of what I can do for myself. So that's me.
Very
it's what I want to
kind man.
buy for her instead.
Aww. Always. Thank you.
Okay, so questions are finished.
Yes, that's it. There's no other question. What's your favorite thing about me? That's the last question from me.
So this question, I knew you were going to ask this question.
The answer is fast.
On live TV, you want to cast me. What's my favorite thing about you? Should I answer it the way I always answer it?
No.
So my favorite thing about you is you.
But
You
I
cannot
said
catch
no.
me there now.
But I said no.
Yeah?
But I said don't answer it. But I absolutely
I don't
understand
know
that.
if it is real or if maybe it's me trying to avoid it, but I just feel I find it difficult to maybe pick one thing. You know, for me, it's just everything about you. I know that maybe if I try, maybe I'll find one thing, but I'm not bothered about trying to isolate the one thing that it is. Yeah, so that's why when that question comes, maybe I will just try my best and look for one thing, first for the question's sake. For me, I just enjoy every moment and I'm not bothered about trying to find which is favorite. Then everyone is unique in itself, you know. Everything really. Yeah.
I'm not going to cry. That's it. Do you have any extra question for me?
There's one question I was planning to ask you. Now I've forgotten it. Because I know that when you ask your own, I want to retaliate. But I've forgotten the question.
I could not retire, Jesus. Moving on, we are done.
Okay.
We are done.
You escaped this time.
We are done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Precious Chika.
My name is Tori Chika. Please like, share, and follow this show. Thank you very much.
Okay?
Yeah, subscribe too.
Peace in the pod. Best show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.